Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we now continue on page 2 of your agenda with resolutions. There is one additional resolution added, which was discussed in the conference work session. This would be a resolution of the Township Committee appointing Daniel J. Breen as a member of the Hanover Township Economic Development Advisory Council, all in accordance with ordinance number 12-09, as amended by ordinance number 5-2010. Are there any questions concerning any of the three resolutions? Okay, hearing none, may we have a motion on approval?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Capola, seconded by Mr. Faramasca. On roll call, Mr. Faramasca.
Aye.
Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Ms. Arati.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Sherry.
Aye.
So approved. We have one raffle application docketed as number RL 2360, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Pi Theta Omega Chapter, a tricky tray, on the 11th of April at the Hanover Marriott between 3 and 5 p.m. May we have a motion for approval?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Faramasca, seconded by Ms. Arati. All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Mr. Chairman, members of the governing body, that clears the agenda of the Business Administrator, Township Clerk, and I thank you.
Moving the agenda down further, other business. Any of the members of the committee would like to make a comment?
Yes, I just want to let everybody know that DPW workers are out there. Our crews are out removing snow. They'll be doing that probably into the weekend. Tomorrow, there will be no garbage pickup, unfortunately. It's the first time we had to forego garbage pickup. And the reason being is the crews will be out too long and too many hours. And to keep them working that long, we're bound to have accidents. So we're going to have to get some time out for them to have some rest, as the storm is going to stick with us up until at least the end of tomorrow, maybe into Saturday so far, we're told. So they'll be out tonight. They're working, and through tomorrow as well. So many thanks to them.
And Mr. Schleifer, we have a notice on the website.
Yes.
Anyone else wishing to be heard?
On March 4th, I believe there will be a special meeting in this room. On March 4th that evening, the subject of that special meeting will be to introduce a concept and advise the public, members of the community, why the Township Committee is currently considering bringing together the Department of Public Works, Parks, and Recreational Services. By no means is the Township Committee referring to the abolition of any service within the township. We're talking about a unified concept, and at that meeting on the 4th, we will bring forward to the public the information as to what is being discussed. We'll ask and invite questions, we'll listen to concerns, and provide as much accurate information as possible as what's taking place without getting into personnel discussions. So I hope many members of our community can come out on March 4th and get the information from this room as opposed to reading about it in newspapers.
Thank you, Mr. Faramasca. Anyone else? Hearing none.
No.
Accept the motion to open the meeting to the public.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The meeting is now open to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to address the committee, please step to the podium, state your name and your address.
Ed Moscarello, 27 Malapartis Road, Whippany. In 1999, it was put on the ballot, vote for the open space. The committee at the time, they all laughed at it and said nobody's going to vote to tax themselves. It passed 2-1, and the committee was stunned. Now you're going to drop a penny from the open space fund, and how much is this going to save the taxpayers of the town?
What about on a, I think it's Sylvia on an
average home,
average home.
if the ordinance passes, the average homeowner would pay $24, $25 for the year. If the ordinance does not pass and it stays at 2 cents, the average homeowner would pay about $48, $49, $50. So $24, $25 difference.
$24 a year for open space, which could also be used for recreation, certain recreation things, correct?
Yes, yes, and the ordinance does allow for the purchase of open space or the improvement to parks, recreational parks,
Hmm.
such as trails, active ball fields.
Now, I have a question, I guess the financial officer. The medical insurance of the employees, how much did that go up this year?
Average about 8 to 9%.
8 to 9%. What is that in a dollar amount?
Is that something we can get
You
back to
I
Mr.
could,
Buscarello?
one second, I'll look up in the book, I'm sorry. Roughly $180,000.
$180,000. And what was it last year?
Last year, we budgeted $2,260,000.
For medical?
Mr. Buscarello, the only thing I would ask you is, when you address the question, please kind of give us an indication of where we're going. It's not fair to play gotcha here.
Okay,
Okay,
you're
please.
saving the taxpayers $24 a year, but year after year, medical insurance is going up 9%, 10%. Every town is faced with the exact same problem. And John Firmaska, when he ran, he had all these ideas to save the town, get us out of our financial difficulties. The state is now requiring that employees pay 1.5% of their salary, which is still a few $100s. Is any thought been given to that?
In the context of having our employees contribute,
Yes.
yes, there is thought being given to that. You have to be aware that there are 3 unions, am I correct, that
2
we're,
labor unions.
4 unions, right? That we're-
3 labor unions.
Well, we have the-
3 labor, the senior officers,
Superior officers,
superior officers,
CPA, and
Teamsters.
So those will be negotiated contracts, okay? And we're not at that point yet with them that we can do that. With regard to the 50 municipal employees, we will be creating a graduated scale, if I'm correct, next year.
Yes. And currently, all new employees don't fall under this plan. They contribute 25% of their benefits.
So to answer your question in the whole, yes, there is thought being given to that. We don't know if the state legislation is going to reach down to us in time to affect the contracts. Certainly, we're hopeful that it will, and
Well-
we're working in a direction that it potentially can happen, but there are no guarantees when we deal with the labor union.